All right, it's tool time. I wanted to talk about the mechanism of micrometers. It's very, very fine thread. I think it's 80 threads per inch is typically what's inside these things. Depending on whether it's metric or not, I suppose there's different thread sizes for metric, but the 80 threads per inch I think is standard for the inch variety. So this is a Starrett micrometer, but we're just talking about the part that goes in and out, right? And you can buy that part, and they come in all different sizes. You know, here's one that's goes an entire 1 inch travel. Okay, you can go in and out 1 inch. Here's one that's just does half an inch, and then you can get teeny tiny ones. This one is actually a Mitutoyo, and yeah, so you can get little bitty ones, and you can also get giganto ones. This one's really big. Okay, so this is the one we're going to be talking about. This is the tool for the day. So let's talk about this thing. Okay, so this one has a manufacturer of Optometrix. A lot of times you'll find these on comparator microscopes. That's where I've always seen them before. Yeah, no other markings on this thing other than Optometrix. Interesting. So it is in inches. Let me go ahead and put it on 0 here. And you can see that it's not only does it take a lot to travel, it's a very large diameter, so you can set it extremely accurately, right? So I can put this thing on an exact 0 here on one of the lines. So let's go ahead and measure how good it is. We'll do that here with another nice instrument I have, a Mitutoyo, and we'll line these guys. We'll line these guys up here. Let me move the camera over so you can see the numbers. All right, so let me 0 this thing, and now I'm going to be turning the knob over here, and we will turn it 100 and see what kind of number we get out of it. So let me set it exactly at 0. Be right there, and look at that. So they agree perfectly, and that's a lot of digits, right? 0.10000, yeah, and just by setting this by hand. So yeah, so these things are super accurate. Okay, and what I use this thing for, let me get this out of the way. Okay, what I use this thing for is making sure certain things are still in calibration. So let's go ahead and measure this this test indicator here, okay? And let's see, how am I going to photograph this well? All right, and so we are going to be taking a look at the test indicator here, indicating off of the thing here, and let me back it up. And let's back it up to 10, and this thing is not working well. Ten is right there, and oh, there we go. Yep, it's working good. Okay, so here you can see that we can test things very accurately, move things in and out, and it's great to know if your actual test indicator is working or not. These little test indicators are interesting little devices. Let's, if you haven't ever seen one of these, let me show you that thing. All right, so these little gizmos here have a little dial on them, and then they have this little feeler out here. And if you push on that feeler, the dial moves, and you measure. This one is measuring in thousandths of an inch. Each mark is a thousandth of an inch. And Yeah, so the interesting thing of these is they have a little dovetail, so you can grab them here, you can grab them here, you can grab them here, depending on what you're trying to do, and then you will test them. They go forward, down, backwards. You can test in the forward direction or in the reverse direction, which is really nice. And you want to be testing. Here's the center fulcrum, the pivot point, and so you go in this direction. But if you want to measure something in this direction, this thing actually bends over, and now you can push in this direction. And because it's a radius, it doesn't really matter where you have this thing. Pushing it is fine as long as you're perpendicular to this little lever here. And yeah, these are pretty cool. And then you can set the 0 on them by just flipping the little knob around, just like a regular dial indicator. So yeah, these are fun little devices. All right, well there you go. This is a made in Germany Optometrix. So yeah, I'm not sure if these are made specifically at this factory or whether some other company builds them for this company in Germany. But yeah, this thing is a real joy. I think it goes a half an inch as well. Oh, maybe it goes an inch. Oh, this thing goes a whole inch. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. All right, so it's a 1-inch travel, and it's got a little spinny knob here to make it go fast, and then you can set it really, really accurate. So yeah, so the tool of the day is an Optometrix micrometer head, although it's not really being used in a micrometer, but yeah, different companies made these, but yeah, they are a pretty penny. I don't remember where I picked this up, but I got it for a steal, I remember.